Welcome to the Stabilizing Signal, your weekly dose of clarity, one pattern, one insight, one stabilizing move. I'm not here to hype you, I'm here to steady you so you can lead with clarity, stay grounded, move with proof, and operate with structure as a founder. Let's take a very good look at what the world looks like this week. This week, things are moving very fast again because AI is still accelerating. The markets are restless. Global tension is still actively escalating. But beneath all of that noise, something steady is brewing because founders are waking up. They are waking up with sharper awareness, stronger decisions, grounded momentum as well. You need to understand that the surface is screaming, but the undercurrent is actually really stable. So this is what is emerging this week. Founders are no longer frozen by uncertainty anymore because something is opening. AI urgency is solidifying into action. Fear is converting into forward motion. The logic is simple. The world is not calming down, but the wise ones, they are learning to move inside the volatility instead of waiting for it to end. So this week's pillar is conversion. Conversion. What is conversion? Conversion is the ability to turn instability into clarity, urgency into direction, and noise into structure. What it does is that it unlocks speed because hesitation dies. It creates emotional stability because resistance ends. It improves performance because you start to act on proof, not panic. Interestingly, it also demonstrates mastery because you can operate through a structured founder grade lens. Let's look at why conversion is extremely important and why it matters at this time. The reason conversion matters right now, let's look at it based on geographical locations. For those of us in North America, especially those in the United States, I need you to look at AI adoption and think about the fact that it is jumping again. Fear has turned into urgency and the window is opening extremely and really fast. For those in the Caribbean, especially in Jamaica, the underlying pattern has not changed. Stability is coming from identity, no longer from information. The world is very loud, but the truth is constantly steady. Now, for those in Africa, especially for those, my Nigerian people, you need to understand and think about the fact that measurable shifts are happening as founders are asking about AI agents, automation layers, cybersecurity readiness, as well as operational redesign. These are all performance indicators. Now, for those in the United Kingdom as well as Europe, logic is very clear. Volatility is now the baseline. Founders who are converting prayer into structure are the ones who are outperforming. That is because they are not waiting for the calm. They are building systems that function inside of the storm. Most founders swing to the extreme. They either react too fast or they freeze for too long. However, stable founders move directly. They are moving at the right pace and with the right rhythm. So this week, this is what you need to do based on your geographical location. Now, for those of you in the United States, you need to remember that your direction is forward. Ensure that it is not frantic. Ensure that your direction this week is not frozen. Now, if you are in Jamaica, I want you to stay anchored into one doctrine, not into different tactics. Stay anchored into just one doctrine. In Nigeria, I need you to measure just one outcome. Don't chase 10 different directions or 10 different inputs. Now, for my fellows in the United Kingdom as well as Europe, remember that competence shows through structure. So it is important that you review your plan to your team members and not the panic. The market is opening a window, especially around AI agents, automation, as well as regional resilience. So for those in the United States, you need to remember that speed is winning this week. Speed is winning this week. Only early adopters will gain ground. Now, for those of you in Jamaica, your stable opportunity this week is your workflow, your automation, as well as operational resilience. My fellows in Nigeria, your indicators are already clear. You have an increase in what is called AI spending. You have an increase in SMB optimism, as well as your founder behavior shifts. Now, for those in the United Kingdom as well as Europe, you need to remember that the pattern is predictable. The market is rewarding structure during volatility. Your stabilizing move for this week is very simple. Convert just one area of your business. You need to convert just one area of your business. For my fellows in the United States, move one step forward and move very quickly too. For those in Jamaica, you need to choose a step that keeps you grounded but also keeps you safe. Now, if you are in Nigeria, ensure that the step you are taking within the next 7 days is measurable. Ensure that you are also constantly tracking your progress. Now, for my fellows in the United Kingdom as well as Europe, make sure that the step you take this week is one that is structured. It needs to be something that demonstrates competence. It is extremely important that it demonstrates competence. For every one of us, you need to remember that our goal for the week is convert just one area of your business into a stable, structured, but measurable system that sets the tone for the rest of the year. Don't forget to join the Inner Chamber by 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday night. That is where founders are building clarity, identity, momentum, as well as mastery. We meet every week, we reset every week, we stabilize every week. Click the link in the description to reserve your seat for the next session. I want you to stay clear, stay grounded, execute with confidence. The signal is very strong. Founders, ensure that you are converting pressure into structure and lead the next cycle. Move with clarity, stand with identity, and ensure that you are operating with proof. This is your stabilizing signal. I'll see you next week.